Yeah.
Adam, a strong and complete performance here tonight. The first win for Curzon Ashton against this side since 2019. What do you make of it?
Great win. You know, to come here on a Tuesday night is incredibly tough, especially with the run of form they've been on. They've been flying, I think, unbeaten in 9. So yeah, and flipping it to concede so early on, you think, oh, for goodness sake, here we go. I thought the way that we reacted, probably after the 10 minutes after conceding, it was a bit scrappy, but I felt after that, I felt we grew into it, scored a really good goal, had a couple of other opportunities, half chances where we just didn't quite capitalise on areas we got into. Piers, he flashed a shot wide at the near post, and you know, they're a team that test you all game. You know, they put the ball in your box, and you come here, you have to earn your points. And you know, I doubt many teams will come from behind and win here. And you know, just delighted really. Obviously Piers, he scored a great goal. Thought his work rate tonight was selfless for the team, as was everybody. You know, and I think, you know, for Jimmy to get his first goal for us on his debut and secure the 3 points, it just summed up you know, what was a really good team performance and fantastic win for us all.
We'll go back quickly to that conceded goal as well. Your reactions throughout the evening around when the long throw-ins were won. Was this something that you were aware of as a threat ahead of tonight in your research?
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. I mean, listen, they have a set way of playing, and they're the best in the league at it, you know. And when they do get it into good areas in open play, they've got good players as well, and they can play. But they test you right throughout the game. You know, when the ball's off the pitch, they've got players who can put it, you know, on your penalty spot. And when they get opportunities to put the ball in the box in open play, they do. And you know, they're big and they're strong and they're physical. And you have to, you know, you've been in a game whenever you play an Alfreton team. You know, but they also pose a threat on transition. You know, with Hobson and Southwell and Fewlis. You know, they've got some really good players, and you know, they are up and around the playoffs for a reason. So you know, you've got to always work hard when you come here for anything that you get. And you know, fortunately tonight we've managed to you know, to get all 3 points, and it's a really important win for us.
Let's talk about the goals now. Piers, you also obviously brought us level, like you said, with that really beautiful measured finish. Yeah. But the headlines are going to be stolen by Jimmy Spencer in his debut goal. How thrilled are you to be able to get him into the squad and get him to put pen to paper?
Well, delighted, you know, and there's obviously have been, I think Jimmy Newall, you know, said to me last night, he said, you've been knocking walls down in this club for weeks to try and get him in. And I have, but that's my job. You know, my job is to try and keep on improving the team and get, you know, better results. And you know, I know, or I like to think I know what I'm looking for and what I want in my teams. And you know, having worked with Jimmy before, I know, and I've said it, for me, he's the best. He's the best back to goal, hold up, link up player in this league, and probably one of the ones in the league above. And it's not just what he will bring to us as an individual, it's what he brings to the team. And I think we showed that, you know, times where we were maybe deep and we've played balls into him, and he's just, from nothing, he's just won us a foul on the halfway line and relieved the pressure, helped the team get up the pitch. And in addition to that, you know, I don't, the likes of Piers, maybe, you know, see him coming in as, you know, as a threat, but I spoke to the pair of them before the game and said, look, you know, the attributes that the pair of you have, you'll complement each other's game. And I told Piers before the game, you will get more goals having him to play off. And I thought Piers tonight was outstanding. You know, his work rate, running in behind, you know, he took his goal incredibly well. Bar an unbelievable block by I think it was the left back, he would have got a second one. He was unlucky in the first half where he flashed one wide at the front post. So, you know, Jimmy's obviously, he's a top player. He's horrible on the pitch. He's brilliant off the pitch. And, you know, he's been thrown straight in tonight. The lads haven't got to know him. They don't know how to play to his strengths fully yet. But I think tonight we saw flashes of what he will bring to us. And, you know, Jimmy, he's not the type of lad that wants the headlines to be about him. You know, he just wants to see his team working hard and winning games. And you know, I think the rest of the players have seen tonight that he will really help us as a team to give us a better chance of winning games at this level. And I think, you know, the attacking players that we've got, like the Pierces, your Hancocks, Ryan Halls, you know, the other lads, that we'll get more out of them going forward because, you know, of the qualities that he brings. So just delighted really for everybody at the club, because there's been a hell of a lot of, you know, toing and froing and, you know, fallouts and disagreements and hard work and commitment to get it over the line, not just from the club but from the player himself, because he could have gone to half a dozen other clubs in this league, all of which are bigger clubs than us. They would have offered him more. Well, they did offer him more money, but he wanted to come here, and probably part of that is because, you know, he's worked with me before. He knows what he'll get from me. I think he knows he'll enjoy his football here. He knows he'll be looked after, and you know, he knows some of the other lads as well. And I think meeting some of the board members last night, he got to see what a, you know, good, honest, genuine, you know, group of people we have at Curzon, and I'm sure that he'll thoroughly, you know, enjoy his time with us.
Well, the hard work continues on Saturday afternoon against Gloucester at home, beaten 3-0 away in the reverse fixture, and with this group of players, you feel pretty good that you'll be able to get a similar result here on Saturday.
Well, they've changed the manager since, and I think we were very good on that day, but I also think they were off it. So maybe the score line, it should have been more actually on the day, but I think the score line was maybe, you know, a little bit false, because I think since the new manager's gone in there, they have picked up and they've consistently been in that top half of the table. So it's going to be tough. But we've just said to the players there, you know, we need to now back up tonight's win. You know, 2-3 wins in a row in this league, they can move you significantly. And it's been a while since we've done that. So, you know, we've got to rest up now for the rest of the week, get everybody ready to go again at the weekend, and try and back it up, you know, back at home. We know it's going to be tough, but, you know, we'll draw a hell of a lot of confidence from the result tonight, enjoy it for, you know, 24 hours, and then, you know, get ready to tackle Gloucester.
Perfect, Adam. Thank you for your time.